Hey, 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 it's your girl, SSQJ, and we back with another SSQJ Chronicle. That man over there says that women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches, and to have the best place everywhere. Nobody ever helps me into carriages or over mud puddles or gives me any best place. And ain't I a woman? Look at me. Look at my arm. I have plowed and planted and gathered into barns, and no man could hit me. And ain't I a woman? I could work as much and eat as much as a man when I could get it, and bear the lash as well. And ain't I a woman? I have borne 13 children and seen most all sold off to slavery. And when I cried out with my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me. And ain't I a woman? These are the words of Sojourner Truth. What does it take to be a woman? And who gets to decide? To have your womanhood questioned because of the color of your skin is degrading. It is dismissive. It is violent in ways that are often subtle but deeply rooted. Sojourner Truth stood in a room full of people debating human women's rights and reminded them that black women were excluded even in conversations about equality. Her question wasn't rhetorical. It was confrontational. It demanded accountability. Sojourner Truth did not advocate for some women. She advocated for all women. She tied together abolition and women's rights because she understood that justice cannot be selective and that same courage shows up in Ida B. Wells. When lynching was terrorizing black communities, she investigated, documented, and exposed the truth, even after her own life was threatened. She refused silence. She refused intimidation. Both women remind us that advocacy often requires discomfort. It requires courage. It requires standing in rooms that were not designed for you and speaking anyway. In my own life, advocacy has not always looked dramatic. Sometimes it has meant asking hard questions, challenging assumptions, refusing to shrink myself to make others comfortable. There have been moments where speaking up felt risky, socially, professionally, and emotionally. But I have learned that silence can cost more than courage. And even small acts of advocacy matters. They shift rooms. They shift conversations. They shift culture. When Sojourner Truth said, "None but Jesus heard me," she was acknowledging something powerful. Faith sustains courage. Trusting God does not remove fear, it strengthens you to act anyway. It reminds you that obedience to what is right matters more than approval. Faith gives us the strength to stand up, to speak out, and to move, even when we are afraid. Later this week, we will honor a woman who coined the term womanism. a framework that centers Black women's experiences, strength, and wholeness. Her work continues the legacy of defending ourselves on our own terms. Can you guess who will be spotlighting? As you reflect this week, ask yourself, where in your life are you being called to act courageously for what is right? Where are you being asked to speak, even if your voice shakes? Now, let's close with this affirmation. I am loving, I am caring, I am thoughtful, I am gentle, I am fierce, I am powerful, I am a force to be reckoned with, I am made in the image and the likeness of God. I am a woman, a Black woman. And this has been another SSQJ Chronicle.